I'm Natasha. Welcome to Royal Brunei Holidays. This is Brunei Darussalam. Facing the South China Sea, along the northern coast of the island of Borneo, Brunei Darussalam is wedged between the Malaysian states of Sarawak and Sabah. I'm here for 10 days. It's very, very hot, and for me, it's an adventure that I just don't want to miss. This mosque is a very strong symbol of the Islamic faith in Brunei Darussalam. And look at it, it is so breathtaking, just gorgeous. The golden domes and the minarets soaring up into the sky, it all really reflects such a strong Malay and Islamic architecture. It was actually built by Sultan Omar Ali Saifuddin himself, the 28th Sultan of Brunei, who eventually became known as the architect of modern Brunei. Wow, this is so beautiful. You can visit this beautiful and exquisite mosque on the Royal Brunei Holidays Golden Legacy Tour. I'm going to Istana Nurul Iman now, and it's one of the largest palaces in the world, apparently. It's very impressive, I guess, so I can't wait. Wow. That's it. That's the palace. It's huge. The palace is open to the public for 2 to 3 days every year during Hari Raya, when the people of Brunei can greet the Sultan and the royal family individually. Okay, so we've just seen the palace. Now we're heading to the Royal Regalia Museum. The Royal Regalia is basically a treasure trove filled with marvelous collections of royal possessions. And as you can see, everything is so visually spectacular, so grand. The Royal Regalia building was established to commemorate the 1992 Silver Jubilee of His Majesty's accession to the throne. This is excellent because obviously not everyone gets to go to the palace, but at least they can get a sneak peek of this miniature version and just imagine. Seasons is one of several restaurants offered by Royal Brunei Holidays. I'm now at Seasons restaurant and I am absolutely exhausted, but in a really good way. I've had such a great day. It's been really long and hot, but I'm happy and I'm just ready for a good hearty meal now. To be honest, I'm so starving that I could eat an entire lamb, but I think I'll settle for just the shank tonight. So you know what, waiter? Bring it on. A choice of several hotels are also offered, with modern facilities and conveniently located. Okay, so it's my second day in Brunei, and I'm starting the tour with a visit to the Sultan Bolkiah tomb. He was the 5th Sultan of Brunei, whose reign was known as the Golden Age of Brunei, so this is an absolute must-see. Often called the greatest example of Islamic architecture in Southeast Asia, the Jami Asri Mosque was built to commemorate the 25th anniversary of His Majesty the Sultan's reign. Jami Asri Mosque is just dazzling, so incredibly impressive. It's easily the largest mosque in Brunei, and I think personally, the most magnificent looking. The architectural style reflects a typically Islamic design, but what's interesting is that the patterns all around the mosque are very Bruneian. So in that sense, it seems to make a very bold statement about the strength of the Islamic faith here. Now at the Gadong Night Market, and I've heard that everything here costs about $1 Brunei dollar. I'm not so sure if I can believe that, so let's go and see if it's true. We can put to test whether this $1 theory is true. Excuse me, how much is one? $1. It's true. Is this durian from Brunei?
Yeah, Brunei.
Brunei.
Yeah,
Can I
Brunei.
try?
Boleh try. Sweet, huh?
Yeah, very nice.
Yes.
Thank you. What else could I say? He seems like such a nice man. I've always enjoyed going through museums because it always helps to paint a clearer picture of a country's culture and history. The Brunei Museum is no exception. There are fascinating collections here of historical artifacts, and I think they're doing a really good job of preserving the country's cultural heritage. Scary. I hope it doesn't bite. The Islamic Art Gallery houses a priceless collection of artifacts, including centuries-old glassware and ceramics, as well as an illuminated, intricate rendering of the Holy Quran. Today I'm getting a steamboat. Oh, wow. Thank you. That's massive. Okay, I guess let's start cooking. Bon appetit. Use this one instead. That's really good. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I've got to go now. Okay, that wasn't what I expected at all, but it was actually really cool. When I first saw the sign, Malay Technology Museum, I was assuming modern, high technology, that sort of thing, but it's not at all. It's actually all about the documentation of traditional technologies, things like boat making and craftsmanship and cloth weaving, the things they would do in Brunei in the old days to get by. And it really pleased me. It's nice to know that in such a modern, fast-paced era, that we can still preserve these indigenous technologies. The Tamu, or open market, is on the banks of the Kiange River in central Bandar Seri Begawan and sells a surprisingly wide variety of items. What surprises me most about this place is the sheer randomness of everything. It's really interesting. It's so fascinating here because it's an entire village on water. It's not just a bunch of houses, it's literally a whole village. I'm finally here, finally at Kampong Ayer. Woohoo! Let's go take a walk around, have a look. The people here are so friendly, and Royal Brunei Holidays include a visit to one of the houses here in Kampong Ayer. Flowers line the entrance, and the rich mix of colors and sights is just wonderful. Today's Kampong Ayer is actually divided into 40 village units and is home to about 30,000 people. The proboscis is one of nature's wonders. You almost want to rub noses with these delightful monkeys. I'm off to Temburong, the only district in Brunei that isn't directly accessible by road, so it's a boat trip. Nestled in the middle of the vast Ulu Temburong National Park rainforest, on the banks of the Temburong River and Belalong River, is the surprisingly beautiful resort, the Ulu Ulu Resort. Colorful sights and sounds of nature make this resort a truly one-of-a-kind vacation experience. Escape to this jungle paradise with Royal Brunei Holidays without leaving the comforts of a full-service resort. Sunbathing in the middle of pristine tropical rainforest has to be one of the most wonderful pastimes ever. This is the life. A beautiful sunset, grill and barbecue, delicious freshly caught prawns. Absolutely sumptuous. Travel further upstream by Temuai to Sungai Apan and explore the jungle streams and trek to the waterfall. With the early morning mist still rising from the forest canopy, I'm ready to take up the challenge of the canopy walk. Okay, that was not easy. I've still got more steps to climb. Eventually, I did manage to climb to the top of the tower to get one of the most beautiful views of the rainforest canopy. Right over here, just neighboring Brunei, is where my journey to Mulu begins. The first stage of the journey involves taking a longboat to a traditional Iban longhouse and staying overnight. This is where I disembarked to start the 11-kilometer trek along the Headhunters Trail, which was developed by the Kayan tribe over a century ago. Only 4 kilometers to go. I made it! 11 kilometers in about 4 hours. I am so relieved to be here. I've had just about enough rest now, and I'm ready to start my final trek to Mulu. Bye, Camp 5! My final trek is a modest 8 kilometers and then proceeding on longboat downriver to eventually arrive at the Royal Mulu Resort. The resort is a wonderful place to stay, full of comforts. I'm actually on the way now to see the 4 show caves of Mulu, which is part of the Borneo Heritage Trail, and they are world famous. The caves are magnificent, with wonderfully sculpted stalactites and stalagmites and other limestone deposits. This is the Lang Cave, and although it's the smallest, it's said to be the most beautiful of all the 4 show caves of Mulu. Now it's time for the Deer Cave, which has one of the largest single cave passages in the world. Now that I've seen all 4 caves, I'm just waiting for the bats to come out, hopefully all 3 million of them. This should be the grand finale of the whole day. Well, maybe not quite 3 million, but a spectacular sight nevertheless. It's my last day in Brunei, and I'm spending it at the Empire Hotel. It's truly an inspiring setting with immense marble columns rising 6 stories. The Empire is a grand, spacious, fully integrated, state-of-the-art luxury hotel, and it truly evokes an opulent yet tranquil ambience. Now it's time to get in the water. Designed by Jack Nicklaus, this majestic 18-hole championship golf course has been called one of Asia's best and even offers night golf as a way to beat the tropical heat in style. Not quite a hole-in-one, but I can definitely say that golf is a lot of fun here on this beautiful green. For further information about any of our Royal Brunei holiday packages, please contact us at